we'll take you through a demonstration of the actual asset management website. It's important to note that when I log in, I have visibility to all of the global installations, and customers will not see this type of view. However, if the customer has multiple facilities within their organization, they will actually see a view that's very similar to what's shown on the screen now. So for the Johnson Health Tech organization, we've got multiple facilities as shown here, and the same would show up for customers. If it was a YMCA group or a Gold's Gym group, for instance, they would show each one of the facilities captured, under their organizational umbrella. At the top of the screen, we have average use by machine type over the course of the install, and this is looking at all of the installs and all of the facilities in the organization. But because it's our showrooms across the globe, the data here is not exactly representative of reality, in that it's stating that bikes are being used more often than anything else, but that's really just a byproduct of what's connected in the showrooms today. So digging into the actual Matrix showroom in Cottage Grove, as the screen loads, the graph on the top of the screen is a great visual indicator of what machine types get used at what time of day throughout the life of the installation. So this is really more representative of reality, and you can see that the purple line being treadmills get substantially more use than the rest of the product, and you can see that there's a peak in the morning, a definite spike in the noontime hour, and then a little bit of an uptick after work as well. And this is a tool that is going to be very helpful for facilities to help understand what gets used when, but more importantly from our standpoint of being helpful salespeople and helping buyers understand what their customers are doing and really what the needs of the facility are, we have the ability to go in and help them make better, more educated buying decisions so that they can see what products are getting used when. The example I always like to cite is if somebody is heavy on bikes, and you can see here that bikes get steady use but not anything too overwhelming. If they're heavy on bikes and light on treadmills, and the treadmills are always used, you can help guide them in reallocating dollars during the next buying cycle to purchase product that's going to ultimately make their users a lot happier. Coming down to the next set of graphs, the bar graph here actually represents top usage for connected product in this facility over the last month. And again, it's showing that bikes are being used more than anything else, but that's more of a byproduct of what's been connected in the last 30 days in the showroom. Likewise, average use by machine type over here, again, shows bikes, but it really breaks down what modality gets used the most for this facility. And again, it's because it's showing bikes, it's because of what's connected. Coming down into the equipment list, this is an actual list of everything that's in our facility and connected today. So you've got treadmill showing here as the machine type. The status indicator, all of these are green, which is good. It means that there have been no error codes in the last 3 days. The frame serial number is shown, and this is a departure from the first generation asset management where everything was tied to the console serial number. We have the ability to display both console and frame serial number as long as that data is input into the console at the time of install. But all of the metrics, the accumulated time and distance and error codes, are locked into the frame, so that if we ever have a situation where we're switching consoles in the field, all of that data stays with the frame so that we're not having to go in and reset everything. We have the ability for the facility to name the machines in a manner that aligns with how they name the machines on the floor. So you can see here through this list, we've gone through and renamed things quite a few different ways. But this allows the facility to kind of customize it to make it make sense for them. Grouping is really giving facilities that have multiple cardio floors the ability to delineate where that product belongs, whether it's in the main cardio room, a women's only facility, a locker room, and whatnot, so they have a better idea of quickly looking at what the machine is by name and group and understanding where it is in their facility. And then, of course, the total time and distance for machine. So we scroll down, we have an alert history. So every alert that has come through for this facility is documented here. It's pretty self-explanatory. They're not live alerts, it's just a historical record of the alerts. And then looking down here at service requests, this is really where we've got time-stamped indications of which product service is being requested, and I'll show that more in a little bit. Lastly, on this page we have a facility map if the facility wants to upload it so that they've got a quick visual of what the facility layout is, and then down here in contacts, facilities have the ability to add contact information for different people. That'll help us make better contacts, but also help them if somebody new in the facility is digging into the equipment. They can understand who they need to talk to in their own gym or club or YMCA for help. So digging in here, let's actually click on Treadmill B. This is going to take us into Treadmill B's actual equipment view. This is a good one to look at. Here you can come in and edit the name. You see it's relatively straightforward. We'll submit that and keep it as it is. It's currently online with no issues. All of the vital information in terms of serial number for the frame, serial number for the console, model. Discovery date is the date that the machine came onto the asset management system. And then over here, average workouts per hour. And this may be a case where this machine is not currently reporting in for whatever reason. But looking at the data stream, this is pretty important and impactful in that this captures everything from service tickets to notes to when we've had an error code. Vital offloads are the last time the machine actually ended a workout or had an error code or something that triggered a message to be sent into the system. In this case, I can look and see that we had an offload on December 10th at 2:15 in the afternoon. The distance on the machine at the time was 545 hours for 2,600 miles, and at the same time we had an incline motor fail. So the workout didn't actually stop. What happened was there was an error code and simultaneously both messages were sent. Digging into the blue, the notes, you scroll down here a little bit and you can actually see that notes can be left back and forth between service technicians in the club staff, our technicians, where it can be basically bi-directional communication about this product. Looking down here, we've got all of the software versions that are applicable. Probably not as important to a facility as it is to our customer service group. Really where the power comes in is that you see error codes and you see everything. If you had a facility that had a service technician that had the ability to go in and work on this, and they needed documentation, they can access all of the documentation for this product right through the site. They don't have to go to different areas to get it, and they don't have to worry about carrying it with them. But really, let's say on December 10th, if we had a tech looking at this error code and they noticed that there was a broken motor cover on the treadmill, they could actually come in here, request service, and I'm not going to submit this because it actually would generate a work ticket in customer service and would go live, but you can see that it brings in the machine type, the serial number, the address of the facility. I could fill out my name and email address and then describe the issue, and once I hit create ticket, we've effectively created a situation where we're dispatching service just like we would if we were having somebody call into the service department on the way out. But it's extremely powerful in that they can do it in one place. They don't have to worry about remembering serial numbers, machine types, anything like that. It's all automated and really can help us provide a better experience to the customer and making certain that we're keeping their product online and available, and we're delivering on our promise, the lowest total cost of ownership. But the other part to hit home on with the service idea is because we have the date stamps here, we are now providing full accountability to the customer when we say that we're shipping product or components within 24 hours, and if an order is in by 2 p.m. and we're able to close service tickets quickly and quicker than anybody else, here we have it time stamped and for all the world to view that we're going to have to deliver on our promise, and our customers can keep us accountable and we can keep ourselves accountable by tracking this right through the system.